Welcome, everyone. This is the Encourager, and welcome to 2020. I'm here with a few words of encouragement. By way, I'm starting out with reading the Bible, and I'm starting from Genesis. And this is just an introduction to the stuff that will be coming after. I already have a channel. I have not been really doing anything on it. So 2021, it's a new year, new season. And I pretty much do give encouragement, bearing in mind that my encouragement or my inspiration, I should say, comes from my faith, comes from God, comes from the Bible. So this year I would like to share with you reading of the Bible. I know a lot of people struggle with this. I'm also one of those person that do struggle with continuity in reading the Bible. And so I'm going to be reading scriptures starting with Genesis. It's not going to be straight through like Genesis, straight through Revelation. I'm going to skip books, and I'm going to skip chapters and verses as I feel is relevant to what I'm reading about and what I may and regarding the few words of encouragement that I may drop. Also, this channel, since it is encouragement, and encouragement comes in many forms. I'm teaching myself to paint. I'm exploring acrylic, water paint, oil pastels, and all that sort of stuff. So I'll also use that as an encouragement medium if I'm painting a piece, and bearing in mind I'm no expert, but it's simply to encourage people to get out of their comfort zone and allow the creativity in you to be awakened, because we are creative beings, and a lot of times we hinder ourselves. Art comes in many forms, like I said. So reading the Bible, dropping a few words of encouragement, the painting that I'm doing. I'm also doing a bit of writing. Another thing that I'm picking up is learning to sew. I don't know how to use a sewing machine, so that is also another thing that I'm teaching myself. So once I get to that, I'll probably have a video on that. Also, I enjoy cooking, and for me, cooking is an art. I cook without limitations. So I'm absolutely definitely going to be putting up some of the meals and on YouTube here. So come along for the journey, and again, it is to inspire you that you absolutely can get out and make your own discovery. So here I'm starting with Genesis chapter 1. The creation of the world. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse, and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. I'm just going to jump in here and say the expanse that is being spoken of here, it's the skies. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind, on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning. This is the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. And let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning. This is the fourth day. And God said, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens. So God created the sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the sea, and let the birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock, and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female. He created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, It was very good. And there was evening and there was morning. This is the 6th day. And that is Genesis chapter 1. And I'm reading from the English Standard Version Bible. And that's Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 through 31. So that's Genesis chapter 1 for today. At your leisure, go through it, and you will get understanding. I found it fitting to choose Genesis, bearing in mind that we are bridging into a new year, and also to encourage you to explore. And what better place to start than the beginning? Genesis, it stands for the beginning. Genesis stands for the origin. And this is where we all started. Genesis chapter 1. I truly hope you're encouraged by the reading of Genesis chapter 1, and that you're able to take time and go through it at your leisure. And don't be too worried about, oh, I don't understand it. The word is alive. It will come to you. Perhaps not at first, or perhaps at first. You just don't know. So I encourage you to step out and allow yourself to explore. This is the encourager. Come along with me for the journey. Don't forget to hit share. The purpose is to encourage and to uplift.